what your relationship with them should be. But I want to specially also invite you to join us on the 21st of June 2025. We're riding from Accra to Aplau. Yeah, 2025, the 21st of June, Accra to Aplau. 192 kilometers of speed, stamina, and pure excitement. About Tabasco Nachipan. We're pedaling for the planet. We call it 3FM Tour du Ghana. And we're calling out all cyclists and all cycling enthusiasts and lovers of the environment. 3FM 92.7 is turning up the heat this June with 3FM Tour du Ghana. And trust me, this one not for the faint-hearted. Akuma Swa. Remember, because Kilabetya. Yeah, it's happening on the 21st of June. So whether you're a solo artist, solo rider, or you're part of a team, that's your chance to be part of Ghana's biggest cycling event. You have to join us. Please call 053-1100-927. That's 053-1100-927 or 053-2200-927. It's Accra to Aplau. We've been to Elmina from Accra. We've been to the Kwo Mountains from Accra. We've been to Akosobo from Accra. Next, we're going to the Volta region from Accra, 192 kilometers. Ubanye, Ube to me, and I won't to me. Ube to me, and I won't to me. Or you can explain. Please come and join us. 053-1100-927 or 053-2200-927. Malta Guinness, Fruitelli, and Core Naturals, they got our bags. 3FM 92.7 is your urban lifestyle radio. Only 3FM can do this. Yeah, penny a bit. Now let's talk about the month of May as we wrap up, because May is a National Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. It's a time to focus on the safety of both motorcycle riders and other road users. The month aims to increase awareness about the importance of motorcycle safety, promotes the motorcycle lifestyle, and advocate for measures to protect motorcyclists. I got two gentlemen in studio. Gameli Bennett Chachu is a motorcyclist and apparel dealer, and Daniel Leshrifi, the CEO of Gear Shift Academy. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome and thank you for your time. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing very good.
Very well, sir.
You're doing the Look Twice campaign.
Yes, please.
Yes.
What is it?
Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity, and good morning to your listeners. Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign is an annual campaign. It's actually worldwide, where motorcyclists plead with road users in more advantage positions to show a lot of mercy, a lot of tolerance when dealing with motorcyclists, because the motorcyclist is vulnerable. By the sheer nature of motorcycles, we are exposed.
Right.
And so those in very superior or advantage positions should be merciful and then gentle when dealing with motorcyclists.
I see.
Yeah.
So that's the whole idea.
That's the whole idea.
But Look Twice, what is it, Gameli?
So Look Twice is...
Why do I have to look twice?
Yeah, because we can easily be missed. Yes, because of our nature of the machines we use.
Right.
Looking at your mirror, you can easily miss a motorcyclist.
Right.
Yeah, so if you pay close attention to it and look twice before making a turn.
With all the vroom, 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 vroom that you people do, we miss you.
Yes.
How?
You do. And that can help notice us and save our life, most importantly. Yes.
You find that motorcyclists, literally, and not all, but some, do not obey the traffic rules.
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
They overtake on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And so before you say jack, some motorcyclist is trying to look sharp.
Spot on.
Yes.
Spot on.
Why do people do that?
Right. So the vroom, vroom, vroom that you spoke about, it's a defense mechanism. We don't just do it for doing sake, because we are easily missed and we are easily on your blind side.
Right.
We need to let you know that we are here. I agree with you that sometimes people do it excessively. It becomes a nuisance, but the idea behind the vroom vroom is for you to know that I'm here, please don't come and kill me. That's the whole idea. Now, ever since the start or the announcement of the date for this Look Twice for Motorcycles campaign, the other side of the public and even some motorcyclists have argued that we should be dealing with the motorcyclists rather than to talk to drivers.
That's right.
That's true. I agree with them. However, there are two different campaigns.
Okay.
I'm dealing with the motorcyclists. I'm sensitizing the motorcyclists. I'm advising the motorcyclists. But the third layer or the fourth layer is you to also be gentle and be tolerant when dealing with me. I may be wrong, but the fact that I'm vulnerable should let you spare me if you can.
Motorcycling and mental health or mental awareness.
Yeah.
I'm riding in my car.
Yeah.
I'm obeying all the traffic rules.
Yeah.
From nowhere, motorcyclist comes, boom, breaks my side mirror. Has no courtesy to wait to explain to me or to even beg me. It's gone.
Yeah.
The next time I see a motorcyclist,
You'll not be gentle towards a
my
motorcyclist.
mental faculties will tell me, Charlie, this one, if you wicked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that is why this remains a plea. We can only come to you.
But why do you people do that in the first place? Why do your people do that? Not you, not Gamaliel, Damian. Yeah, but why do you people do that? They do that, break your side mirror and walk away.
Yeah. So I will not sit here and then differentiate motorcyclists from the Okada people.
Okay.
I will not do that because
But
we are all
ride
riding motorcycles.
you all ride
We are all
motorcycles.
riding motorcycles,
But there's a difference.
there is a difference, you know. Gameli or Dan will not do that because we know that the repercussions are going to be dire in future.
Right.
It's going to trickle down to every other motorcyclist, so we will not do that.
Right.
But there are those two who are doing that. They require training, they require education, they require, you know, they need to be spoken to. Yeah.
Gami, what do you think?
Constantly, we try to educate ourselves, which is the motorcycling industry, to be a bit cautious when you're riding. And if you happen to be in that instance where a driver mistakenly maybe takes the turn into you, just try and avoid and then be polite. Say sorry and then move on. Because just as Daniel said, the effect might be on an innocent rider who's moving in the right path. But because of what a fellow motorcyclist did to his car, he might channel that anger onto him. So this advocacy is also going to we the motorcyclists and then to the drivers. But most importantly, to us. So we are only pleading with drivers to also look twice. In the blind side, on your blind spot, just try and look twice and see if you see a motorcyclist.
Right. There's a misconception out there that motorcyclists are rascals.
Yeah.
You are ruffians.
Yeah.
You people there.
So let me
Is it true?
reintroduce myself. My name is Daniel Ashrifi. I'm also called the Motor Checker.
Right.
I run a motorcycle riding school. What drove me to set up a motorcycle riding school is the erroneous and unfortunate tag associated with motorcyclists, because I know motorcyclists who do not deserve the tag. Yeah, some people have, or those who came before us, they didn't give a very good account of themselves. They misbehaved, they were reckless, and it fueled that perception that motorcyclists are rascals. But not, you know, if you be a mensa woman, and see, we cannot just sum up or lump everybody into one basket and say everybody sitting on a motorcycle is a rascal. Yes, I agree. Some of the people who ride motorcycles, you know, motorcycles are very easy to move around with, and so people who want to do bad things usually jump on motorcycles. They may not be motorcyclists, but because the motorcycle will enable his job easier and faster, they will jump on a motorcycle.
But you don't have impese. Gamele doesn't have impese. Most motorcyclists you see in town, they have impese.
You really want to take
has
that?
it come to your attention?
I have no.
You see them with a Royal motorbike, they have impese. Almost all of them, then
So
they shape it like the fufu person.
That is their style, and it's so unfortunate that they are the ones that are seen without the helmet. So when it comes to motorcycling, we have our protective gears that we wear. So if they were in helmet, you probably would have seen their impese. And not every impese guy is a negative influence onto the society. Yeah. So as part of the campaign, we are also championing the cause of riders to be protected. One, your helmet. Two, your jacket, your gloves, boots, and then trousers, the riding pants.
Drivers have unions.
Yeah.
Do you motorcyclists also have unions?
We've struggled to create one. Most of the drivers who have unions are people who use cars for commercial purposes.
Right.
Motorcycling, it's only those who are doing it commercially that have unions, and so the unions that they have is not for the regulation of the motorcycling in itself. Is for the job that they are doing.
For those who do that as sports, recreation, etc.
Yeah. We have clubs. We have clubs here and there, but they are not unions where you know, like the GPRTU and Co.
Right.
We do not have that.
If I ask you to tell me one striking thing that Ghanaians or those listening to us in the diaspora via social media do not know about cyclists, motorcyclists, what would you say? Gami, I'll come to you as well.
They are very well-meaning people, people who stand well in society who ride motorcycles. You may not know that it's that person because they may have their helmets on. It's only when they take their helmets off that you know that, hey, it is this person.
Right.
And so they are very well-placed Ghanaians who ride motorcycles. Not everybody riding a motorcycle is a riffraff.
Right. Kami.
All right.
One striking thing.
Yes. I'll say anyone you see riding a motorcycle is one, is a father, is a mother.
What do you say to them, Kami? What do you say to them, Kami?
It's a big no. I mean, any substance that goes into your system to alter how you think, how you move, how you see, your judgment, yes, you shouldn't be behind any machine at all, let alone talk of a car where that can take someone's life. I mean, when a life is taken, it's taken. It doesn't come back anymore. So, I mean, substances to enhance your vision, I mean, you can't just be on a motorcycle. And drinking, some riders do drink. Some riders do take in substances, and we are saying no.
What's the longest ride you've had?
Personally?
Yes.
Kumasi, I would say.
Accra to Kumasi. What have you, Danny?
You don't want to know.
I want to know.
I've been to Senegal.
On a bike?
On a motorcycle.
From here?
Yes.
Whoa. How many days did it take?
It took us 19 days to get to Senegal.
Okay.
It could have been shorter,
right?
But we're spending time in the countries to explore the countries.
Right.
We have something called Around in 7, where we go around Ghana in 7 days. Around in 7.
Okay.
We do road safety advocacy, we do charity, and then tourism to highlight the hidden gems in Ghana.
I see.
But for this year, this was our 5th anniversary, and I wanted to do 5 West African countries.
Okay.
And so when I flipped it, it ended on Senegal. So we went through Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and then Senegal. So that's the longest I've been.
Are you part of the people who ride from here to Kumasi to go and eat fufu and come back?
Yes.
You people are part with 6 strings and all.
Yes, we are.
I see. You ride motor to go and eat fufu. What a life.
It's a trail of riding. I mean, we just want to have that fresh breeze on our bikes and on our bodies. It's not necessary to go and eat fufu, but it's just to get out of town.
Okay.
Yes, and you choosing food. I mean, everyone likes food.
Potholes and motor riding or motorcycling. Tell me about it.
Let me add a little bit to what Gamali has said before. Like I said, very well placed Ghanaians ride motorcycles. Usually they jump on their motorcycles on weekends to relax and then, get some fresh air. And because sometimes Accra is so congested, you can't ride and have fun. And so you choose the Kumasis, the Kwus, to enjoy and then relax, And so it's not like it's an aimless thing.
Right.
That thing went very viral, and people have asked me why they chose to ride a motorcycle to Kumasi to go in Fufu. The notion or the idea behind it is not just to ride and go in Fufu. They just wanted to take a ride. And if we get to Kumasi is known for good fufu, so why not just,
let's enjoy some
fufu. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. But I was talking about potholes and then the riding.
It's quite easy to maneuver around potholes when you're riding a motorcycle. The tires are smaller, you can easily go around potholes. Effects of potholes on cars are more severe than on motorcycles. It is very easy for a motorcycle to go around a pothole unless it's back to back potholes. But motorcycles find it quite easy to maneuver around potholes.
I see some parents who have their means of transport as motorbike, taking their children to school. You find one small, a toddler in front of him. They have 2 children behind. They are 4 on their bike and they're struggling.
I see that.
What do you have to say about that?
It's not a good thing. The parents are putting the kids in harm's way because motorcycles, like I said, naturally are quite dangerous. And so putting your children on a motorcycle is really a risky thing. For even adults who are protected, they don't get it easy. Not to talk of kids who are not protected and sitting on motorcycles. So it's not a thing that must be done. I condemn it in the hardest of ways. It's not a thing that must be done.
Final one to you before I ask you what you're doing, for the big celebration. The conversation about tricycles. Another version of motorcycles. I see them on the streets. No front lights, no rear lights. You find clearly the people who are riding it, you can see they are not trained. They crisscrossing. They are in the speed lane and they are going like snails.
We frown against it as much as you frown against it. Sometimes we frown against it even more because it gives us a very bad name and a very bad image. We need a very tough regime. Enforcement must be, at the highest, because I want them off the road as well, because they are endangering all of us. They endanger me even more than you, the one driving. And so we condemn those actions as well. They are messy. They make the what is very muddy. It makes the conversation about motorcycling very, very difficult for us. And so we want them off the road as much as we want them off the road. If they will be on the road, they should be on the road and do it very right.
Gami?
I personally think they shouldn't be on the road.
Oh, why?
I mean, the neglect that they show to even their fellow tricycles, I mean, it's just uncalled for. So personally, yes, they shouldn't be on the main roads. They can be in the inner roads, conveying people from their junctions to their various homes. But for the main road where activities and, there's a lot going on. So I think they should be on the inner roads, the smaller roads.
Gentlemen, we have to wrap up. Now, what are we doing for the celebration? You tell me about it.
It's not a celebration per se. When you say celebration, it's
you're marking the day.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
it's
commemorating the day, I should say. Yeah.
We are sending police across. It's said that the scale of protection is, against the motorcyclist and for the driver. And so we we come to you very humbly, politely, and ask you to save us, because they say that the next best message after I'm taking care of myself is help me take care of myself. And so I come to you and say, look, Mr. Johnny, you're in a better position than I am. If you can, help me stay alive. And that's all we are doing. If you can, help us stay alive.
If you can, help us stay alive. Look twice and save the cyclists. Thank you, Danny, and thank you, Gameli. We're grateful that you joined us, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We got to do some birthdays before we check out of the studios. Asin Abalagata. And a happy birthday to Esther Esiao. You are a nurse at the community hospital at the Shongman Estate. Today is your birthday. This is from Noble Crosby. And happy birthday to you, madam. If it's your birthday as well, happy birthday to you. We wish you long life and prosperity. And we pray that the good Lord will guide and protect you and grant you grace. Also, congratulations to you, Uria. Tete, and your lovely wife on your wedding. We wish you a blissful marriage together, and we pray that the good Lord will also shine his glory and love upon you and yours. Uria, happy marriage to you, and thank you to all of you for listening, for tuning in, and for sharing your thoughts and comments with us throughout the week. We'll be back next week to do it all over again. On behalf of Sixtus Dong Ulo, Frederick Kunzo Tiani, DJ IBM, Helena Piampo, Noble Crosby Annan, Mamia, Janet Quasin, Francis, Ethel, and the rest of the team, we thank you very much indeed for listening to us. My name is Johnny Hughes. Always know that if you can think it and your heart can believe it, you can achieve it. News updates up next.